from Herring Racing. In the last Winton 300, my son was complaining that it was his 6-speed gearbox in his NB mx5 was hard to change in the fifth. And apparently it's a common problem that they're notchy, and I found why when I pulled it apart, so I'm going to show you why it's doing it for one, and how to fix it if you don't want to buy a whole synchro hub assembly. What the problem is, if I bring the camera over here, this is your reverse and fifth synchro selector ring. Now what happens, people try to put the car in reverse before the wheels are stopped, before you'll stop going forward, and while this is spinning and you're trying to select it, or the shaft is actually spinning, it's sort of is contacted with the gear below, but when they try to select, it'll grind a little bit. Lots of you have heard it, I'm sure. It'll do that until it locks in. And what that does is, if you can see on this gear here, hopefully I'm holding the camera properly, this is the damaged one that I pulled apart. These little tombstone type things that lock in to the gear's teeth here start to wear. This is the fifth side. See how they're nice and sharp and like a tombstone shape? Well, these ones are all ground away, flattened out, and so are the teeth on the reverse gear. Now you're having trouble selecting fifth because what this does is, on here it creates a burr, a really sharp burr the whole way around. And I'll put the camera back up here, hopefully I can show you. So this is synchro hub, and when it tries to slide, when you try to go to fifth, these little lips are grabbing the hub and not letting it go forward. So what I got to do is get rid of them. This one's a bit too far gone, really. Probably wouldn't use this one. It would clean up. It's only reverse, but I used another one out of a spare box I had. But I can show you on this one. So it slides a bit easier like this. Righto, so now I'm going to show you how to fix this ring up. Hope this doesn't go too blurry. You're going to get rid of this lip in here. Now this hub also, they can get a little burr on the edge around here as well, which any burr, any sharp edge that can grab this ring is going to make it hard for you to shift quickly anyway, especially when you're racing or doing motor cars or anything like that. Not that you'll probably get into fifth in motor car, but what I fix this with, just your normal old Dremel, little stone piece, and a very steady hand, which I don't have, so I rest it in the vise to rest my hand on back here. I'll try to bring you over here so you can see what I'm doing. I don't know if I'm going to be able to hold the camera and show you what I'm doing, so I'll see. So all you really want to do, you don't want to mess up the tombstone shape. All you're doing is taking that burr off the end. Doesn't take much, and you just keep working around each little tombstone. Probably take a bit more time than what I'm doing it, but till the burr's gone, you've got no burr there. It's pretty quick to do. Take your time, and you can actually just run your finger over each one you're doing and make sure that you're getting all the burr. You don't have to go whoopee with it and take half the tooth away. If you do that to enough of them, it won't stay in gear, it'll keep popping out of gear. Like so, you just keep going until you've got no burr around there. With the hub, same sort of deal. You're just taking just the edge, just that sharp, so it's nice and smooth. So it's got nothing to grab anything when you're trying to shift. Like that, pretty much. Right, now you got your synchro ring and hub deburred. You can put it back together. Now this doesn't only work on mx5 boxes, works on a heap of different boxes. It might not be reverse and fifth you're dealing with. Could be fourth and fifth, or fourth and reverse, or anything like that. It works on a heap of different boxes. I do it on my RX-7 gearbox, so it's nicer to change when I'm racing, because you'll find they are all burred up over time of use. I'll explain it again. So when all this is spinning quickly and you've got your selector fork like this, it's like a lever action. It's not pulling flat all the time. It's sort of like you're pulling on the side, and it needs to slide. So if you've got any burrs in here on this ring or on this hub, you're going to catch them all the time, especially when you're racing or you're doing a track day and you're in a hurry, and you'll try to jam it forward and it'll lock, and then you'll have to go back and go again, and by that time someone's already passed you, which is not ideal. So yeah, get all them burrs off, put it back together, and you're going to be shifting a lot quicker. I didn't do a video on how to pull these gearboxes apart because there's a fair few online already. If you want me to do one, I can do one, and how to put it back together. They're a bit of a pain in the ass to put back together because of the selector shafts in these. You got to line and put the balls in a proper sequence, or you just won't get it together. It's a pain in the ass. It took me a while on my first one. Anyway, I hope that helps some people will understand why they're hard to shift sometimes. People think it's a gear selector, which sometimes it is, but more than often it's this problem here. And yeah, hopefully it helps some people out. Cheers.